Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, Childhood Finds. Thank you for joining me for my weekly What Sold video. This has been a pretty decent week. It's definitely, we have summer coming to an end here. It's still kind of warm, but we had an actual fall feeling day. We had rain this weekend that cut yard sailing a little short, but it was really nice. So hopefully that means fall is nearby, and also that means fourth quarter is nearby. My sales were pretty good. I am not unhappy with them. I'm still hoping that fourth quarter will bring better sales, but I have some decent stuff to share with you today. The other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly before we get started is my Amazon affiliate links. I just wanted to say thank you to you guys that are using them or have used them, because it really does make a difference. So I have made probably about $26 or $27 from them, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot of money to some people, but it really makes a difference. I mean, it can help pay a bill. It's not a ton of money, but it's something that really does make a difference to me. So all of you guys that use those, thank you. I always am using small creators affiliate links because I know that you don't make a lot when you have a small channel, so any little bit helps. And just so you know what the affiliate links are, if you're not sure, they are the Amazon links that I have in my description. They show items that I have used and still use. And if you click the links, it takes you to the item, but you don't have to purchase that item for me to get a commission on it. Anything you purchase within 24 hours, it gives me a small commission, usually 1 to 4%. And it makes a big difference. And I see it as a way of, if you were already going to buy the items, a free way of supporting creators. Because if you're already going to buy it, you don't have to pay any more for that commission to go. So thank you to you guys that have used them. And if thank you to those that may continue to use them. I really appreciate it. It makes a big difference for me. So besides all that, I would love to hear in the comments, tell me if you have a favorite item you sold this week, whatever it may be. As always, doesn't need to be the most valuable, but maybe something fun. And share that in the comments. And then let's go ahead and get started. I have a fair amount of stuff to share with you today. First one we have to talk about is a small book. It's The Chucker Partridge by Glenn Christensen, Nevada Department of Wildlife, 1970. I was at an estate sale where there was a lot of junk. And so I just wanted to find some stuff, so I started looking up some books that looked interesting. And this one ended up selling within a week or two of listing for $24.95, and I paid $1. This, my partner picked up at it was like a small estate sale, and it's a brass quail outdoor water hose spigot grouse bird plumbing fixture decor. And it wasn't in the best of condition, but I just showed lots of photos. It's really cool because it did turn, and it's how you would turn on your water outside. So pretty cool little home decor piece. It did sell for the full asking of $30. We paid a couple of dollars. This also sold very quickly. And as always, pretty much if it's brass, I will pick it up. And this is None Such Holy Bible 3-volume set, 1963 edition. And this, I paid $2.99 each for these at an estate sale, or not an estate sale, sorry, Goodwill. So about $9 into this set, and it sold for $35 within a couple weeks, which I'm not unhappy with that profit. I really have tried to continue to pay up a little more because, that's 25-ish, probably roughly in profit that I'm looking at, and I'm happy with that. Well, probably $20 to $22, which is just fine. This is a rooster brass bell blue rhinestone eye bird animal home decor. This was nothing super special. My mother-in-law saw this at a yard sale, and I think we probably paid $1 or so for it. And it sold for full asking price of $18.95. I'd say month or two maybe. Here are, of course, some flatware pieces. I sold this set and the next set together to the same buyer. And this is 6 Stanley Roberts stainless flatware Dorette dinner forks. And these were made in Japan. So this set sold for $30. And then this set also sold for $30 to the same buyer. So $60 for some flatware. and it was 12 pieces. And most of my flatware I have 15 to 20 cents into a piece or less, almost always. This is Sunset Trails Sterling Silver Belt Buckle Scroll Flower Floral Design. This I picked up at an estate sale for $1 with a little pile of other belt buckles. I love picking up belt buckles. If I can get a belt buckle for $1 or $2 and it's nice quality and branded or something like that, it doesn't even have to be branded, but decent quality, I will pick it up. I really love selling belt buckles, and I've made quite a bit of money off of it. This one sold for a best offer of $180. It just took a few months, and it was definitely the Sunset Trails part of it is that what sold it, and that's it said it on the back. That was a big part of why it was so valuable. This is Waldgeist vinyl figure by Reese O'Brien, Bim Toy limited edition, ice variant. This sold for $22. I picked this up at a rummage sale with a bunch of other of the O'Brien figures. They were the tiny ghosts. I have a tiny ghost that sold here in this video as well. And I paid a couple dollars a piece. They were absolutely worth it. Some are worth a little bit of money, but I have some that are worth quite a bit that if they sell will be great. But this sold for $22. Only bad part about it is it was really big. It had to go into a 16-12-8 box, but it's on its way to its new home. This is a pair of UGG Australia Cove ankle boots, brown leather suede, women's size 10. These were pretty nice. I did consider, oh great, there's a fly. I did consider keeping these for myself because I don't find a lot of nice size 10s out there. And so that, I should have probably kept these. These were pretty nice, but I kept another pair of Uggs that had a little stain on them, so I went, okay, I'll keep them. I can't sell them anyway. But these sold for $35. I believe I picked these up for $3 at a yard sale. Uggs and Danskos are what I've mostly been picking up if I find them this year. And I have been trying to do more shoes because they really do sell. They really have been selling for me, and I don't have that many listed. So that's why I know they're probably good, is because, you know, my flatware, they are long tail items and I have them selling every day, pretty much, pieces of it selling every day, but I probably have 300 to 400 listings worth of flatware. So of course, by just law of sheer number, some are gonna sell. And this one is a vintage Little Tykes Grand Mansion Dollhouse Family Infant Baby Blue Green 2.5 inch. Sold for $10.95. I got this at an estate sale. It was, I don't know, like a quarter, if that. And it took a little while to sell, but it sold. Kind of a creepy little baby, but it sold. This is the Tiny Ghost inked up tattoo 5-inch vinyl figure, art toy sealed, and pretty much almost a big chunk of the Tiny Ghost I picked up were limited editions, and this one you can tell it says it limited inked up edition, so you're able to tell it right there. But it sold for best offer $25, and I just picked it up for a couple bucks. These fit very nicely in my 888 boxes, I believe. These this set and the next set I'm going to show you, I am surprised are going to sell or did sell, because I just kind of took a gamble because this set was in pretty new condition. I didn't know if Silverware would sell, but this absolutely did for good money. This is Silverware Regal Lot of 4 teaspoons stainless flatware pierced floral. Sold for $24.95. And then I also sold this other lot of 6 teaspoons for $29.95. It definitely helped that they were basically in new condition. I still didn't say they were in new, I said used, but they sold, and that's $55 for 10 teaspoons. That's a really good price. I do think I'm going to do another flatware video because there are so many other brands that I have been thinking about that I didn't include in the video. Like, I would like to do more research on Silverware. Hampton, I picked up some Hampton, some gourmet settings, so there's definitely some more that I could do, so I'll probably do that in due time. This is an Ing Halloween glass blown ornament ghost vintage. I took a best offer of $11.99. He is very cute, and it did say Ing on the little star here, so that's how you know what it was. I always do well. Any sort of Halloween themed ornaments, I do great on them. I mean, this was maybe a quarter, 50 cents. I think it fit in my 464 box. Just easy peasy to pack. This lot I've had for quite a long time. I'd probably say at least 2 years. And it's a lot of 2 solid copper napkin letter holders, handmade floral decorative, sold for $15 on a best offer. I think I paid $1 a piece at the end of a yard sale. So I'm not unhappy with the profit by any means, but they did take a very long time to sell. This again goes to show you don't have to know anything about what you're selling to sell it. This had a barcode. I scanned the barcode because we were at a yard sale, and I think my partner, he was engrossed in records, so I just was trying to keep myself busy while he was digging through those. And I scanned this. It's a Buildex Tapcon Condrive 500 I did Tapcon twice. Anchor installation tool and case. I have no idea what this installs or does, but it was new and it sold for best offer of $19 and I paid $1. This is an Oregon Ducks Gangrene Vintage Single Stitch XL Onita, or Oneida, I guess it would be Oneida, t-shirt read. It wasn't in perfect condition by any means, but it sold for a best offer of $30. I paid $1 for this at an estate sale. I am surprised it sold for that much, but it did. It probably took 6+ months, but that's fine. This guy I've had for probably a year and a half or so. It's a Chosen Puppy Dog 22-inch white brown floppy ears stuffed plush animal pillow. I love picking up Chosen. I have sold a lot, not a lot, but I've sold a good amount of Chosen in other, I've sold a good amount of them for good money. I mean, $50+ I've sold a fair amount of them. This sold for a best offer of $49. I got a message from the buyer that it's for the wife, and it was a toy that she had when she was young. So I am excited to have this go to a new home, but I don't mind if plush takes a long time to sell. This sold for $49. I probably paid, I think this one I picked up at an estate sale for $2.50 on a half price day. I'm fine with waiting. Here is a 5 Stanley Roberts Spectrum Mauve ? I'll talk about that in a second. Light pink peach handle flatware dinner forks. So this type of handle, there are a few different colors in Spectrum, the Spectrum colors that they do. I have sold the gray one. I sold the actual mauve. I can't, M-A-U-V-E. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I've sold the actual one, and there's like red, there's cobalt blue, or navy blue. There's different colors of this, but there wasn't any that was this light peach color. And so that's why I did a question mark, because it's really not that color, but it's the closest thing that it is. And it's not, I had a big bag of this, and it's not as if it all got sun bleached, I don't believe, because it's an even coloring on both front and back and around. So I just described it. I just said light pink peach, and I sold this for $44.95. I saw some others that looked a bit like this coloring that had sold, but there's nothing on replacements.com that says this coloring. So I just went with it. I will see if, hopefully they don't come back to me. Hopefully these are what the buyer wanted. I tried to be as descriptive on the color as possible. If they come back to me, then I know I need to do better on the description, but they'll sell. I mean, the other ones will sell. It'll probably just take a while because they don't have a clear color pattern. This is Blue Delft's Bowls KLM Dutch Miniature House Holland number 22. These went out on the airlines and it sold for $16. I picked up 4 of these at an estate sale for 50 cents each. And anytime I pick them up, they sell. And you know the number because it'll say the number on the back. So there's the 22. This one took a few months to sell. The others have all been sold for a while now. This I picked up last November, so it's been listed quite a while, but I only paid about 50 cents for it. And it's a Kurt Adler Christmas Ornaments 4-piece set, Christmas trim, Santa's World, sold for a best offer of $12. Not a great profit, but not bad at all. Because they weren't too bad to pack because they were in their packaging. So I just did some extra bubble wrap and then put them in my 1084 boxes. These spoons, guys, this is why I do flatware. This is Boda Nova Gourmet Japan Stainless Steel 6 3/8 inch glossy teaspoons. This is 3 teaspoons, and I took a best offer of $135. Wild to me. And so if you guys haven't seen my flatware video, I will link it in the description because holy cheese balls. Some of the flatware is crazy. I could never imagine spending $135 on 3 spoons. The flatware I'm using, I mean, it's literally the flatware I've been using for 2 plus to 3 decades. And I have a bunch of assorted pieces to fill it out. So really crazy sale on that one. And I got those in a Goodwill grab bag, and maybe $1 at most into that listing. This is Fruit of the Loom Black One Pocket T-shirt, XL 46 to 48, Golden Blend 2001. So I picked up this, or the buyer picked up this one and this one at the same time. They are basically the same exact thing. This, you can tell when I got frustrated. So I need to get a heat gun. I really think having a heat gun would help in my sales, getting stickers and things off, because yeah, I didn't want to try to get this price sticker off, so I just covered over it in Sharpie. Excellent here. And I sold both of those for $14. I paid $2 each at an estate sale, but they were so easy to pack, list, and store that I'm fine with that profit, completely fine. This is Aurora 1999 Bear 10-inch plush vintage Lovey stuffed animal pink cream, and this sold for $23.95. I picked this up at a thrift store, I believe, for $1. It has been listed for a couple of years. Absolutely has been listed for a couple of years, but it sold for 24 bucks. It's amazing. Some things, how long you can have them listed, and then they'll just suddenly sell. Because this, I hadn't sent out I'd really had very little interest in it over the years, and I'd considered at times getting rid of it, but I just went, it's listed, it's listed. This is a Willie Nelson Last Man Standing Tour 2018 hat adjustable cap, sold for a best offer of $14, and I paid $1 at an estate sale. This came in my action figure tote I got, if you have watched my channel before. And it's a G.I. Joe 1999 Cobra Hammerhead Jet Ski Sea Sled. And this sold for $19.95, the full asking price. This is why Google Lens is your friend. Because otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to sell this part. I have no idea what this goes to. But Google Lens helped me identify it, helped me find solds. Really happy with that sale. Maybe 50 cents into it. This has been listed for years. The picture is just terrible. When I decided that a gray towel would be what I needed to do my stuff on, yeah, not good. But it's a Leander 1907 pink porcelain teacup 14K gold trim Czech Republic, and it sold for a best offer of $20. Yes, that's less than what I was asking, but I wanted it gone. I paid $2 at a thrift store a long time ago, and I just wanted it to leave because I think this has moved 3 or 4 times with me now, because I have moved a lot in the last couple of years, so it has moved also. This is a New Era Arizona Diamondbacks 2020 fitted hat, and it sold for like $23-ish. I can't remember the exact number, but around $22 to $23. Paid $1 for this at a sale, I'm sure. This is a Garfield Christmas ornament lot of 7. I believe I paid, I think, 50 cents a piece for these. So I paid about $3.50. This sold for a 10% off deal. And so I think it was about $18 or so, $17 to $18. I think it was 10% off. But $3.50 into that isn't bad, and it was really easy. This sold quite quickly. It sold in a week or 2 after listing it. This is a Jägermeister Pewter Silver Tone Stag Deer Buck Stirrup Cup Shot Glass. And it's called that because, as you can see, it can stand up like that on the antlers. That sold for $9.95, and I paid, I think, $1 for it. It sold relatively quickly. This I picked up at a recent rummage sale. I think it was a quarter, at most 50 cents, but I'm pretty sure it was a quarter. and it's a vintage Invader Zim Viacom Robot Gur plush, 2002 with tags, Nickelodeon. I knew this would be something when I saw it. I didn't know it would be $60 something, but it was sold for $60. And you can see here, 13 people were watching it, so it was definitely a popular piece. It sold pretty quickly. This I picked up at a thrift store, and it's a Dimensions Gold Collection Petites Counted Cross Stitch, and I sold it for $12.95. Anytime I see Gold Collection Dimensions, I'm gonna pick it up, especially, I mean, if it's new. I don't know, I really don't pick up these kits if they're not new because I just don't wanna have to verify things are there, but yeah, there are some that would be worth it to do so. This I actually pulled off. I got a plush, and it was a bulldog plush from like the 80s, and this was hanging around its neck. So I separated this from the bulldog plush and sold this for $11.95. I paid $2 or $3 for the plush, maybe $2.99, and this sold for $11.95, and I still have the plush listed. And it's a Mack truck congratulates. Sorry, excuse me. And it's a Mack truck congratulates American Trucking Association keychain, 1933 to 1983. You can sell anything. This is a sealed Academy RMS Titanic, and it was a model kit. It was new, and it did sell for a best offer of $20. I paid $5 for this, but I got it in a pile of model kits. So $5 was a little bit more than I would want to pay for this that sold for $20 because of the size. But it sold relatively quickly, and I've made quite a bit on the other models. And I still made a profit on that. This, I just have a little bit of cross-listing sales. This is an 18-inch Wildlife Jemmy Swinging Monkey Sound and Motion Activated plush with tag. This sold for $20, and I believe I paid $2 or $3 for it. I don't really remember. This is also one that's been listed for a couple years. This I picked up at an estate sale for $5. It's been a couple months, but it's an Inkalay stone blue and off-white ornate vanity dresser mirror cherub floral flowers fruit. And the cherub is here. You can see, you can't really zoom in very well. The cherub's down there. We've got the fruit up here, flowers. It said this information too on the back. You can see up here it says genuine Inkalay stone. Sold for best offer of $30 on Poshmark. I'm happy with that profit. And this is a Hero Industries Police Canine Dog Dutch Shepherd plush, Lyon County, Nevada. I paid $1 for this at a thrift store, and Lyon County is local to me, and this sold for $12. I should have looked and to see if it was going to Lyon County, but it sold very quickly, and I am happy with that sale. So that is all I have to share with you this week, and I will try to get another video up this week. But as always, thank you for joining me, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.